Good morning, friends. So I am in my IntelliJ, and let's start coding for chapter 3, serialization with file. So let me start creating the package first, as we did for chapter 1 and chapter 2. So I am in my source main Java, and I'll press Alt Insert. So it will create a package like this. And then I will write the package name as chapter 3, serialization with file. So guys, most of our course on this serialization would be covering serialization with file only. So for the database persistence, that is not the scope for this course. Similarly, for network, I will cover it when I do protocol buffers and gRPC later on. So for this particular tutorial series, we will covering serialization with file in rest of the course. So let me again create a package here. So for our Java Pojo object, it would be very much similar with MarketData with memory buffer. So I will copy this to save some time. I Control C, Control V, and then I will just write MarketData with file. So IntelliJ would automatically create the necessary fields here. Let me expand it a bit. Okay. So here MarketData with file is there, implement serializable. We have the same string, security ID, and other primitive fields. So getter setters are also looking good, except I think the toString method. So I need to change this. So maybe I will remove this and do Alt Insert toString. Select all, okay, and then it would be having this proper toString method. So now we are having this MarketData with file, our Java Pojo object. So let's create the test class for this and write some unit test cases for serializing and deserializing. So Alt Insert Java class with test. Okay. Let me again make it bigger so that everybody can see it. Okay. So again, for this, we are going to do it on the file-based serialization. So we have done this before in our chapter 1 when we did for no field. So I will again copy this setup method and make some small changes. So I'll just take here and copy here. So we'll create it in our test resources folder. And I will just change the name of the file, the binary file which we'll be creating. For example, this one is for chapter 1. We will create this for chapter 3 file test with the same name of this test class. Everything looks good. Let me also copy the test serialize method from chapter 1. Although we need to add the fields there because in chapter 1 there was no private field member. So let me copy paste here and just change the display name, test basic serialization for Java Pojo with file. And now we create this. We are not creating this class. So let me again copy this because we are creating with file. Remove this test. Okay. So this is our Java Pojo object, which we created here in chapter 3. So we are using that. And now we are going to set the fields here. Now the fields are exactly same as for chapter 2. So again, just to save some time, I will copy this. Set security ID, Apple, set time, 1000, like a long variable and double variables and all. So I'll just copy this and paste it here. And rest everything looks good. So we are using ObjectOutputStream, BufferedOutputStream, and FileOutputStream. So as we discussed in the theoretical video that we are going to use FileOutputStream to serialize our to this file, and ObjectOutputStream is the main class which is used to write this object. So we are done with this test serialized unit test case. So let's run it and see. So let me run this. So the run is successful. We can see that it is green, test basic serialization for Java Pojo file. And we also see the output here before serialization. This is our object. The toString method that we override, that is all given in this format. And let's also see, so we have also got this resources. We have got this file created as well. So now we have got our marketData object for marketDataWithFile Java Pojo class. And we set some fields here, and we are able to serialize it into this file in test resources. Now let's write another test case for deserialization. So again, for deserialization, I can again copy it from the chapter 1, where we use the Java Pojo with no fields. So I will again copy this exactly same and then make some small changes. So Control C, Control V, and then test basic serialization for Java Pojo with file. Okay. And again, let me see other things. Okay, we need to change this because our Pojo class is this. So I copy this here and put it here. And let me make some space here. Okay. So we get this object back, and we only have one assertion about fromSerialize. But let's copy the other assertions on all these fields or all the state that we have saved here. So again, I will copy this exactly same as chapter 2 because in the memory buffer example, so it should be exactly same here as well. So I will copy assert equals. So again, I'm copying this because to save some time because it's exactly same. There's no need to type it again. You can just copy it from the previous code. Okay. So all these fields have been copied, and I think we are done with writing this deserialization test case with file, serFile. Let's have a final check. We have got MarketDataWithFile, we get fromSerialize, and we check all these field variables. So it's looking all good. So let's run this. Let me run this, and so I just click from here, or you can also click Control Shift F10. It's running. Okay, so it also looks good. We can see that we have got a green tick here, and after serialization, we have got the same copy of object. Guys, remember it's always a copy when we deserialize it. So we are done with these two test cases. So let's revise what we have done. So we created a Java Pojo class for chapter 3, serialization with file, with the name as MarketDataWithFile. And we have exactly the same fields as we have been doing from the previous chapter. We have got all this like string and primitive, long, double, and all Boolean. And we provide a getter and setter method here for each of the private field members. And then we have this toString class. So this is our Java class, which we are going to test for our serialization and deserialization. We have implement serializable. So we wrote the test class. Again, we created a file member as a private member for this test class because the same file would be used in both of the two unit tests that we have created. And we do it in the setup method. And we created this file, binary file, to be used for serialization, which is created here in our test resources. Okay, source test resources. And then we wrote our serialization method unit test case, where we created this Java Pojo object for chapter 3, and we set all those variables like string and all those like time and high prices, low prices, all in double, and a Boolean variable. And then we wrote it to our serialization file. Once we write the object using ObjectOutputStream, the test case was good. And then we again tried the test deserialization method, where we deserialize from the file that we created, passing the same file instance that we created before. And then when we retrieve this object using ObjectInputStream.readObject, we had some basic assertions, and all of them worked well. So guys, that was all about chapter 3, serialization with file. In the next chapter, we will cover chapter 4, which is serialization versioning. So see you all in the next video.